My name is Tumi Ramasodi. I am a colon cancer survivor. I was diagnosed at the age of 45 with stage 3B colon cancer. I remember at the time of diagnosis, I had already been suffering for a while from stomach complications. At some point, I was told I have IBS. For a long time, I've known that I have stomach ulcers, and I'd occasionally have bouts of constipation, but they became more frequent, and I started paying attention. And when I eventually pushed for something to be done was when I was experiencing stomach cramps that wouldn't go away. And I remember just how much I pushed my doctor to eventually send me to a specialist. When I was sent to a specialist, my symptoms were already very frequent, and that's when I was diagnosed after a colonoscopy with stage 3B colorectal cancer. I remember at the time just how scared I was, thinking I am dying. And I remember looking at my son and thinking, I refuse to die. I refuse to die. And my family members were my caregivers at the time, and I remember just how scared they were because I could see it in their faces. And I think that forced me to show a face of survival, to give them a face that says, I'm going to survive this, because I saw how scared they were for me, and they didn't realize just how scared I was for myself and for my son especially. I remember just how confused and scared and anxious I was at the time, because I didn't know what I know now. And from my state of anxiety and confusion and fear, of course, I started doing a lot of research around the subject, and I wanted to find survivors. I wanted to see someone that has survived this disease, and I remember just how much I felt at the time that I needed somebody to walk that journey with me, to kind of be like, you will survive this, you are going to go through this, and just take me step by step through my journey. And I didn't have that at the time. And I said to God, I remember bargaining with God at the time to say, if you save me, this is what I will do for colon cancer patients. From my research and trying to reach out to survivors, the only people I could find were international. But even then, as far as they were from me, they were warm, they were welcoming, and they gave me the information that I needed. And from connecting with different survivors internationally, I started connecting with different organizations internationally, of course. And this is how I started following the Global Colon Cancer Association. And I remember one day they posted something about how they are making an impact in different parts of the world, And I just, at the time, thought, but you are not in my part of the world, And I remember posting a comment back to say, but where are you in my part of the world? I do not see your presence where I am, and I think you are needed. And I think that comment hit home somehow, because Global Colon Cancer Association started following my journey and being sort of a support structure, throughout my journey. And ultimately, I knew that I wanted to make a difference in colon cancer patients' lives. And as a survivor, this is what I'm doing now as a patient advocate, and how I became the regional director for Global Colon Cancer Association for Southern Africa.